Hopefully you had a great weekend. And we're back. Hopefully you had some fun at Lorwyn pre-release. Maybe you pulled a TMNT card because oh boy, we got TMNT spoilers at the Wazoo. And I'm a little bit sad about it because I wanted to be a TMNT ambassador for this set. And while I like spoilers, I hate them to come out that way. I want official stuff. I want to be able to announce it and be like, hey, this is coming out, and get it when like they do the reveal and get to see some cool cards and get super excited. And I am excited about some of this stuff. Hope you are too, because TMNT is looking to be a fire set. Like I said when it got announced, it was going to be amazing. It was like, no, it's going to be trash like Spider-Man. I'm like, get out of here. So, hey, so how's it going? Hope you're doing well. We got lots of good stuff. Landfork, how is it going? We're going to share this in a couple of places really quick. Hope you guys are doing well. We got Lorwyn Eclipsed stuff today. We got singles. I don't have any of the singles listed because those prices are so volatile right now. As far as like within like a week or two, or within like over the weekend today, if I'd listed some that I opened, the prices could have gone up and down. So what I will do is give you up-to-date pricing. If you're interested, I have all of these over here. And we can open some packs too if you're looking for that. So how was everyone's weekend? Did you guys go to pre-release? Is there anything you're looking for? Well, let us know. That dude named Mike, how's it going? We're going to run a collector booster auction here in just a minute. I'm going to share the show real quick. Just share it to a couple places. But, hey, I'm doing all right. Busy weekend with pre-release on Friday, and then was at a CDH tournament Saturday, Sunday that I was a creator at. So was very, very busy. Pull my mic closer because apparently I forgot to pull it out. But yeah, it was pre-release was good. I went 2-1. My last matchup, the guy had just a god pack, like just everything you needed to just win. The only reason I beat him the second round is he missed a land. He was missing one of his colors in land drop and couldn't cast anything. So I won that way. The last round, so the first round, it was a little bit back and forth, and then all of a sudden I was drawing cards, except I drew nothing. I literally drew 7 lands in a row. And it was like not good when that happens, right? So like he's putting fairies and creatures and all this stuff, and I'm like 1 creature, 2 creature, 3. Okay, it can stop getting lands now, and it was so fun, but it was so good. But yeah, it's pre-release is fun. How'd you guys do? Did you guys go to pre-release? Anything you guys are looking for? We do have some more collector boosters. I'm going to share this show like I said I was going to. I keep saying I'm going to do this, and I want to do this real quick, but I got to go to a couple of places I totally missed. I got Steve-O messaged me a while back, and I missed his message because it's easy for me to miss messages sometimes. So hey, how's everyone doing? How was everyone's weekend? Can you all hear me all right? I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. I think everyone can, but I always want to double check. So if you can hear me, let me know in the comments. Give me a shout out your favorite card from Lorwyn, Eclipsed. Put that in there, or just say woo. That works too. Hey, Drex Bus, how's it going? We're just here having some fun, trying to make a couple quick posts just to get some people to know that hey, we're still here. We're working on getting y'all some stuff, and then we're gonna start some of the fun stuff, the things y'all are looking for, which is, cards. If there are singles you are looking for, so if there are any singles, but I do have a box full of Lorwyn goodies, so if there's something you're looking for, this set is really, really good. High Market, honestly, this set is going to see play across multiple formats. Now, there's not a lot of cards in this set that are going to get just directly put into CDH outside of Hexing Squelcher. But the fun thing is we now can have Bant Merfolk, which is going to be fun in standard. Goblins could be decent in standard. Again, we're talking some fun like standard things you can build. So yeah, I think there's some really good elves again with high perfect more count would be really good. You just kind of ping people out. getting elves and slowly removing their board. So yeah, I think this set has some really, really, really good stuff. Commander wise, but also other format wise as well. I'm always a big fan of Eclipsed Answer is very, very sick. It is, to me, that is a very casual card. It might make a little bit of impact if you're playing a control in another format where there's lots of triggers. But people are like, oh, it's a CDH card. I was like, it's too much. If there was a way to pay like an alternate cost where it's like, discard 2 blue cards from your hand, you may cast this spell, but the fact that it's 4, no one's holding up 4 mana when no one runs even Stifle. So Flusterstorm is just a way better 1 mana card. Like it's not, there's too many free or low cost counter spells. What it does is amazing, especially if there's a bunch of triggers on the stack. And it's very good maybe in a casual pod, but even then, though, the stack doesn't usually get too crazy in a normal casual pod. Is from what I see. I think the card is good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think that card is going to be a fun card and going to ruin some people's day, especially if you've got like they're casting a spell that triggers a bunch of stuff to like draw cards, all this stuff. Yeah, it's really, really interesting. And we also got a million TMNT leaks on accident because, did any of you guys get TMNT cards in your pre-release kit? Let me know if you did. It's pretty crazy what happened there with all of that. Just like insane. I still have I know Wizards said they did not do it on purpose, but sometimes it's just like, did you really? Did you really? Yeah, I mean, 2 blue is not bad. And like, I'm going to probably put it in my mono blue deck. That's just straight mono blue. That is Alush. So it could basically be free if I get 4 pips of it. So yeah, it is a really good card in the right deck. Personally, though, yeah, I mean, if you're running Maryland, I could definitely see it. Again, I don't think it is necessarily CDH viable. It possibly in the right deck. I think even with mana reducers and stuff like that, it's still 2 blue. It is a strong card. But again, like I said, in anything in casual, you might catch a couple of triggers and some stuff with it. But where it would be really, really good is CDH if it wasn't so expensive. So while on the off chance some person might run it in a maybe even a Marlin deck to get a bunch of more fairies out, Marlin is very strong, or Maryland, however you want to say it. Very strong. I'm interested to see it playing in CDH, honestly, personally. I want to see how it plays. I've seen some people talking about it, and it looks like a really fun like deck with stuff. It's just a matter of, what is good, what isn't good, how it's going to work. I mean, I have some people who won with over the weekend. The thing about it is, so here's the thing. With any deck, when it's brand new, it's very easy to win with it because people are like, well, wait, how do I stop it? And they sit down on the pod and they don't know how to stop it right away. But it's a typical thing. It's always about being able to stop things, stop creatures, and not let Marlin get on the board. That's kind of the same thing with Atali. Yeah, for sure. If you're in the right, if we're talking casual here, not CDH. Yeah, I don't know if I would run those in a sense, but yeah, for sure you can do a bunch of gross things, guys. If you got some singles you're looking for, or anything you're looking for, let us know. We got secret layers, we got singles, we've got it all. We may not have the exact singles you're looking for, the secret layers, but do I have? If you're about to say Hexing Squelcher, I got 2 of them. Glenn Answer. I will check really quick. I don't think I pulled that one yet, or I've run across that one. I did see a Glenalindra thing, but I don't know the Guardian. That's what the one I pulled. Yeah, I haven't pulled that one yet. Hey Tinker, how's it going? We just got like 2 more places to post. Bear with me just a second. I'm trying to finish posting up here. Posting, sharing this so people can hopefully come in and hang out with us today. Man, I got a little bit of everything, Tinker. I got Hexing Squelchers. I know I need a foil Springleaf Drum. Well. You know who knows that Springleaf Drum is going to be a hot item, and I think the foil ones too. Oh, I just happen to have one. Yeah, I do have a foil one. I think that is going to see some play again across the board. It's a great card, and I think now that it's back in standard, I think it's going to see some play too, in some different things. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm right on that. Right? I'm always curious. What's it going for? Probably about $500,000. I think. That's what I think they're probably going for right now. Inventory. Yeah, they haven't sold anything this evening. It's been a slow night on TCG Player. What's it going for? Springleaf Drum. Good to finally see them get reprinted, Always nice to see something get reprinted. 25-cent card. The art is pretty stinking cool. I do have one for you. If you have some other cards, basically, here's what I do. If you buy something else, I'll throw it in with whatever you buy. Because the problem is I could sell it to you for $1. You have 4 squelchers, but do you have this squelcher, the expensive foil one? Do you have that one, or do you have regular? It's not as good. See the C. You need the foil. You need it. I'll make you a great deal on it too. Moonshadow. So I have. Oh, okay. So I have opened 2 collector boxes and a whole play booster box, and I have not seen one Moonshadow. I need Moonshadow. I'm trying to build an Esper Scam standard deck with Moonshadow, Abigail, Ancient One, Emptiness probably as well. Yeah, no, I know. Like a Moonshadow is awesome, but it's just like I haven't pulled a single one. I went through today looking, organizing all the cards by alphabetically because I was like, I'm doing the show, and sometimes I've had them on the shows and they're not alphabetically, and I got to dig through like 100 cards, right? So I was like, I'll alphabetize all these so if someone asks, I can go look. I was also like, okay, what cards am I needing from this set? Now I am probably going to open another play booster box soon. I've seen like 2 Moonshadows go through our sales, but yeah, I haven't pulled one personally. That being said, let's go ahead and start an auction here for one of these collector boosters. Dude, Abigail is quite honestly very, very busted because you have cards that are like 2 drops that are 8/8, Ancient One. Hey, Sir Snow, how's it going? So, like, it starts attacking fine. Now, again, it probably here is the one thing that I can say that is the problem with like doing a Esper Scam deck is if it becomes popular, if it becomes hot, there is so much graveyard hate right now, still legal and standard, that it's just going to get trounced on and die very quickly. I have Steam Vents. I don't know if I have the. I don't think I know if I have the. No, I don't have 4 Steam Vents. I have a full art Temple Garden and Blood Crypt in foil, and I have a full art. What was the other one? Hollowed Fountain, but not Steam Vents either. Like my pools have been really weird. I'm pretty sure. Let me do another quick. I do forget that I have this pile. I had another pile. Sorry guys, I hit everything here that I. Well, wait a second. Hold on. I might actually hold on to Steam Vents. Give me another second because I forgot I do have a box of stuff that I opened. It's right behind me. Let me grab it. I have to accidentally squish my dog who's behind me. Ooh, where did it go? All right, guys. There we go. Let me see here. I might have the flip Steam Vents. Let me look here in there's a Steam Vents, but it's not a flip, unfortunately. This is my whole luck with stuff, right? Like I get stuff, but I don't get the specific things you guys are needing because it's like, oh yeah, Steam Vents. Because these are all from, what is it called? Play boosters. So the likelihood of me, I need another one of these. This card is good. I'm excited for the Deep Channel Duelist. I'm excited for running some of that in standard. I'm also double checking to make sure I didn't miss a Moonshadow that might be in here, but I don't think I did. Yeah, no, there was no Moonshadow. I know I didn't pull a Moonshadow in my pre-release because I would have ran the fire on that card because that card is busted. Let me just double check though what I had. Another Deep Channel Duelist here. Blood Crypt. Yeah, no, it was Overgrown Tomb was the other one I had. Yeah. Sorry. I was double checking to see what I had here. All right, guys, we're going to. But if you, I mean, feel free to ask if there are singles you're looking for. I do have a bunch of them. Or you think about it, I can look. Again, there's a good chance I might get some more because I do have like another box or so of singles probably coming. And I might we'll pick up some more if another store has one. But we're gonna run another one of these collector booster auctions here. Come on in, jump on in. Let's see what you got. Who's here? Who's wanting to get some stuff? We got some of the best prices on your stuff that you will find. All right, Sir Snow's wanting to jump on in. This is a brand new box, by the way, so we have not opened the Japanese showcase yet. So full box is available. So and all the like hits and stuff are still up there. So just so y'all know, for the box. I know sometimes people are like, "Well, where's the box? Or what box does this or does that?" And this one is so. Harmonized Crescendo, Pine Mender. I have a ton of those. Which version? I have the one you can get as the buy box promo. I have it, I think, just in plain art. And I also have it like in the showcase, not the fractured foil, but the other one, the like fractured foil. The same art. It's the, let's see here. So you got this one, which is the shiny. By the way, Sure Snow, where are we cracking these? Oh, they didn't give you the buy box? Oh, man. Did you get it from a store or did you get it online from somebody? But Sure Snow, where are we going on these? We ripping? Hot hands. All right, we're going to go. I'm going to go this packet, stick it out in the back. I would go ask the store or call them and just see. They might have had them or might have forgot they got them because these are the last buy box promos. So I do have a normal extended art one too, non-foil, and then we have, funnily, I have two of these. Hold on. I think I have two of them, or maybe I only have one. No, apparently I only have one of these. I don't have two of those. So what's it called? It's not the fractured, but it's the showcase one, the anime art. But I can get you if you're looking for them. I can try to if you're looking for one or multiples. Hey, it's Steve-O. How's it going? Hey, I actually just sent you a message because I forgot you messaged me the other day and totally spaced on it. Let's crack this for Sir Snow here, see what we got. I don't think it was horrible. And again, those prices vary, but I think, let's see here. Harmonized. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of everything here, guys. Harmonized Crescendo. It's a really good card, honestly. Like it won me 2 games. Right now it is going for 58. No, I do not hate you, Steve-O. I just I think when the last show ended, I was jumping into all kinds of craziness. All right, let's go ahead and open this pack here. We got to open. We'll just go through it real quick. So Pine Minute, it's going for like 58. I would do 50 on it because I feel like that's a reasonable price to where I think it might settle to be around for a little bit. So if you wanted to buy it today, I would do it for 50. All right, here we go. We're getting into the... And here we go again. The camera, doing the camera things. All right, I got to fix my camera again. What in the world, guys? Steve-O came in and busted my camera. I got to fix this. All right, we're back. No, we're great. All right, here we go. Mountain. Champions of the Shoal. Not a bad card. Village Pillagers. And Kim. Yep, exactly. That's what happened. Steve-O's over there. Ooh, Mutable Explorer. I've seen someone trying to run some, there are some fun things in the what is it, where creators were playing this card. Ooh, Sonar. Sonar's fun. You can build the 97 lands and 3-card combo and just win. And, ooh, Temple Garden flip in the foil. Beautiful, beautiful artwork on these. Not a bad little hit right there for Sure Snow. Hey, Code 55, how's it going? We do have a lot more singles than the last time, by the way. So nice little pack there. The Temple Garden was probably the good hit. I'm sorry, guys, if I hit the camera. It's right next to me. I'm just trying to move stuff around. And the other day I was making a video and didn't realize that I had a whole box of the commons and uncommons that were on the back of my table that I put stuff on, and I knocked it straight off. Because I was like sitting there and doing the video, I was like, something just fell in my office. What's falling? And next thing I know, so they're all over the floor to the right because it happened on a day where I was in, like, I had to make a quick video and then I had to, like, get going. Oh, where did it go? Where is my pen? I know I have a pen here somewhere. Somewhere there is an ink pen, but I don't know where. Oh, goodness. And I can't find my pen, too. Oh, this is great. Everything has just disappeared today. This is always fun. Always happens to me. I have a marker, so it's okay. But I have a pen that I usually keep around me. It might have fallen too when everything fell. So, all right, we're going to go for another pack here. So that was our first pack for the day. We do have a couple boxes if we want to run through all of them. We can. This week, I'm only going to be doing packs and singles and things like that. Next week, I might do a break. I just haven't had the time to deal with, like, getting a break set up. And, like, I'm only going to be on 2 shows this week because I have to go. I'm going to visit family at the end of the week. So Wednesday, I have to get packed up so that I can hopefully miss the snowstorm to get stuck in snow. And then hopefully the snow is cleared by the time I come back home. So, because apparently there is a wide swath of snow coming all the way from Texas all the way up. That's going to just hit all across the board this next, like, Thursday, Friday, Saturday kind of thing. So I'm hoping it is Friday because my trip is Thursday morning. And the last thing I want to do, because my luck is I go to Atlanta first. And then Atlanta, I'm going to Indiana. And I'm going to get stuck in Atlanta and then have to figure out what to do there. So, all right, Snow, where are we going on this one? Selfless Safe Right. Maybe. I might have that one. Hot hands again. All right, we're going to go right this time. This pack's sitting up. All right, we're going to do this one. Let me look for this Selfless Safe Right real quick. We'll open it up. Selfless Safe Right. I remember seeing this card, I thought, but maybe not. Maybe I didn't pull this card. What does this card do? Sorry, I'm looking. I didn't pull every card, which is weird. And I'm also was like trying to be careful with buying too much this time because the last couple of sets I've gotten a little burnt on having too much product and then the price is not being there. Oh, the Flash guy, right? The one that you can convoke in. But you're looking for the showcase one. I know 391. Yeah, I haven't pulled that one. I do know that one. Worldly Tutor Avatar version. Oh, did I? I thought hold on. I might actually have that one because I did open a. Actually, you are in luck. Code 55. I do have a Worldly Tutor. I opened up. I have the Avatar. I bought a couple of the Avatar bundles that got lost in the mail and got to me. I'll tell you price in a second. Let's go ahead and open this pack before I forget. While we open this pack, let's go ahead and run a. Hey, Miss Lady, how's it going? I can get you a price on. Let's run another collector booster here. And yeah, I have a couple more. They're not up here currently because I don't have a lot of, like, you only have so much room to put stuff in front of you before you start getting into where you need room to put stuff and open stuff. So, all right, here we go. All right, I'm going to move these singles over here so I don't actually mix your singles with other stuff, right? All right, grab Gil. Just going through all of these real quick. Popping packs, how's it going, Miss Lady? How's it going? How things been going for you guys? Steve-O, how was your weekend? Do anything fun? It's Eve. How's it going? This card is really, really good, and I think, like, if you're running elemental stuff, it's amazing. Yeah, no, I'm glad to see it. I was wondering. I think I saw it popped up that you had saved the show. I was like, I haven't seen Slady around in a minute. I was like, and I've been busy myself and haven't really been able to pop into some of the other shows either. Right, here we go. Here's the good stuff, right? Sapling Nursery, good card. Apparent return. Can't speak, guys. Collective Inferno. I think this card is going to win people games out of nowhere. Rapsky, how's it going? All right. Ooh, Morning Tides. Like, I love this card. I had not seen the alternate art. This is amazing. This card is a great. I call it a board wipe because it kind of is, because you can kind of one side board wipe everybody, swing out. Yes, all of their stuff comes back, but you also are protected for a turn. It's really, really good. All right, here we go. Ooh, Kinsbell Cavalier in the what is it? The extra card, whatever you want to call it. And you got an art card, which is always nice. Recently redeemed. So art cards are worth like about $1 or $2 now. So that was not a bad pack with the Kinsbell Cavalier. With all the Kithkin things and Night things, it's a good card, I would say. I like the art that they did on all of those. Yep. All right. Let me check up this Worldly Tutor price here. Worldly Tutor Avatar version. My only question code is where you putting it. What deck you putting it in. And then what are you going to search with it? That's the real question, right? What are you going to go search for it with? All right. So, boop, 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 boop. Don't know yet. 3 Hexen Squelchers in your pre-release. Like, was that just one pre-release event or multiple events, Miss Lady? Because if that was in one pre-release pack, that's ridiculous. Number one. Although realistically, in pre-release, that card isn't that busted because not a lot of people in pre-release events typically run counter spells. At least I don't, unless it's like there's a certain one. But okay, wow, that's crazy. 4. Yeah, I did one. I had a CDH event Saturday and Sunday. I've probably for TMNT, I'm going to run 2. I'll be there for like so RLGS goes Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Friday they do one at 1 o'clock and one at 7, and then they do similar like afternoon, evening on Saturday, afternoon, evening on Sunday. So by the way, code I do 22 on this. Let's go over 24. I'll give you a little bit of a deal. We'll do 20. We can do 22 if you want to get it on the show today. But yeah, I mean, I can put it in the show real quick. You can grab it for me from here. So give me just one quick second. I will add it to the show. So what is your what modern deck are you playing with it, Miss Lady? I'm curious where it's going to see. I figured it's going to see playing modern. People are like losing their minds in CDH. It's going to break the format, and I'm like, it's going to affect a little bit. It's going to be gross a little bit, but the problem with it is people are going to run it, and then they're not going to win with it, or they're going to run it, and then someone makes a clone of it so they can win with it. That's how that's going to go. It's really going to go like that. Like I'm telling you, I can call it. I see the format. Pretty good at seeing how things go. That's what's going to happen. And then people are going to stop playing it because they're not winning as much with it. It is a card that if you're running like a spell, like here we go, freezing up again. That's a great face I'm making right there too. There we go. All right, do we fix that? Nope. All right, give me 1 second. I got to fix my camera again because Steve-O's over there hacking us. That's what it was. Steve-O's over there hacking us again. All right. Let me add this to, yep, exactly. Let me add this to the create quality list in the Worldly Tutor real quick. No, I don't want to upload media. I want to take media. But yeah, I don't know. Faded Firepower. I can look. Is that... What set is that from? Is that from the new set code? I can't spell. Tutor Avatar. I think that was from Avatar. I was going to say, I thought it was from Avatar. I don't think I have that one. I can look. I have a few Avatar cards up, but my Avatar stuff, that they're like the rares, they sell like hotcakes. Like I haven't been able to keep them in stock. That's my issue. What was that one do? I think I remember that one. Let's go here, save, and we're going to publish. So Worldly Tutor is in the store. If you want to grab it, let me look up Faded Firepower really quick, just to double check to make sure it didn't maybe slip through my inventory. I didn't know about it, but I don't think I have it that I know right next to like where I just looked at the border list. Oh, it's the one that like the fire counter one. Yeah, that's a really good card. You got a mono red deck over there. You run a mono red because if you look on mono red, you need to do the new blight. The new blight. Looking real quick just to see if it's next to me, because if it's not, No, I do not have that one, unfortunately. Fortunately. Pinebender, you still there? You want that harmonized crescendo? Told you I'd do 50 on it. Just let me know. All right, we're gonna run another auction here. Who's gonna jump in here and grab it? We've got 2 packs open. We're still looking for the showcase card, the big showcase. All right. Montana Brown, how's it going? Anyone in here, sports fans? Any of your teams win, lose, heartbreak? How'd it go for you all the weekend? There were some crazy games over the weekend. I know that much, though. I was going to go to a restaurant and forgot that the Bills were playing, and like the restaurant was like still packed, and they were like on a 20-minute wait, and it kept being a 20-minute wait. It kept being a 20-minute wait because the game kept going, and I'm like, can this game just end? Because like as soon as like I wasn't cheering, I was like, can someone just score to end this game so I can get in here and get food? Because I was like, it'd been a day where I hadn't really like, I was hungry and ready to get like food. And I was like, all right, come on, somebody do something. And finally, was it the Broncos one, I think? And I was like, yay. And like everyone filtered out within a minute. I got in. So, yeah. And Miss Lady, so I know you were talking, I don't know if you're still there or not, but if you are, I'd love to know what modern deck you're putting, what's going to play Hexing Squelcher in modern. I'm curious about that. As I play modern a little bit, I have a few decks that are kind of, they're not, I always run like fringe decks that I like. I'm working on building a mill deck for it because it's just, mill is fun. I always like mill. So I'm going to go look here and see if anyone has any pre-bids on anything. And as I knock everything over, any pre-bids on anything that I missed maybe? Oh, someone did pre-bid on the Sylvan Library. So let's go ahead and run this auction here. Here we go. Sylvan Library. Fast turtles. I'm a fast turtle. Gotta find it real quick. No, I haven't sold it yet. Yeah. La Bandica de Yucca. I like when people pre-bid. You do have some singles that are in the shop that if you want to bid on them, you can. Feel free to do that. I gotta figure out where my stinking thing went. Hey Eve, how's it going? Vetcore. Code, welcome back again. Anything else? Yeah, I don't have Faded Firepower, bud. I went looking. I don't have it, unfortunately. Who won this one? I forgot who won this one. Oh, Fast Turtles. Oh, Fast Turtles. Y'all excited for TMNT? I can tell you this much. I am stoked for that set. Hoping, fingers crossed, I do get Ambassador for that set. I want to bring to be able to talk about all the cool cards that sadly most of them have been leaked because like I think probably well over a third of the set already leaked. Hey Gatmon, how's it going? What are we all looking for today? You got any avatars or avatar? I mean, if you're looking for avatar, you have some avatar. If you guys are looking for some singles, the doubling season, yeah, that thing looks sick. I'm excited to see what other cards are getting that. Like, I think as I said, I think there's like 10 of those cards, I think, or something along those lines that are getting that, or a bunch of cards are getting that treatment. And then I want to know what cards are going to get the signature version because, like, so good. I need to get into them. I need to go read The Last Ronin. Dude, I'm a huge TMNT fan. Like, okay, I mean, you see what I'm wearing now, right? Like, you don't think it'll do well, Steve-O? Have you seen the leaks though? I don't talk about the leaks, but so a lot of people were bad mouthing the set ahead of time, saying its power level is gonna be worse than Spider-Man. But I've seen those cards, and man, there are some good cards and some fun synergies and strategies you can run across multiple formats. So I think the set actually is going to do well for that reason. For that reason alone, I think it's going to do well. On yet alone, there are a lot of TMNT fans out there that will come in and buy stuff because it's TMNT. Let alone, like, the problem is this, right? And this is my biggest issue, and I get so mad about it because I'm in the content creation space. Like, if you guys don't know that, I'm a content creator. And I also do this as a business, right? So, but I make content for Magic the Gathering. I am one of the biggest proponents and lover of all things Universes Beyond. I don't even care if they do a Barney set, cool. I don't know why they would, but cool. Like awesome. We can have Barney as a dinosaur. Now I can put, as long as Barney is in Naya, I can put it in my dinosaur deck, you know, and then annoy people. No, there are some things that I may be like, that's interesting. But I'm tired of a lot of these so-called content creators trying to push narratives to make people not want to buy cards because they may not love it. Exactly. This is what I tell people. I have met more people that are UB lovers than haters, but the problem is the haters are so loud online and then the comment people. So I make videos about it all the time, and people are like, "Oh, you're paid by Wizards," or "Oh," I'm like, "No, no, 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 no." Yeah. So this is what I want to talk about. So people who've been playing it for a long, long, long time hate UB. They don't want the change, and I've had I could see Devil May Cry as probably a secret layer. Because to me, like, the problem is there are only certain video games you could probably do full sets that would do well. Like, Devil May Cry is very, very strong. I just don't know how well a set like that would do. See, Pine, you're like, and that's the thing. I've met people play a long time that like UB, but I think the people who are anti UB the most are these people who don't want their game changing because it's been changing for years, and they're the same people that complain about Commander being in, and they complain about, you know, all the different changes, and they don't want people, they don't want their game changing as far as like they want to stay back in the back of that the little LGS or comic book shop that they grew up in with the stinky other people who never showered or put deodorant on. No females coming in there. If they do, they get a gawk and be weird with them. And that's not the game anymore. The game has evolved and so many. Oh no, Avatar was amazing, and I think this year. So my only concern of worry for UB sets this year, Star Trek, and it's because the Star Trek is a unique thing because it is a older popular thing, right? So there are a lot of Star Trek fans out there, but not a lot. Like there's still young people who may be in the family, but it's not necessarily as attractive with younger people as it is with the older generation, which there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm curious how they're going to do Star Trek. Like, are we going all the different versions of all the different characters? How much are you going to go and do? I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but I am here for the set. It's there. I'm going to play it because it's space, and I'm excited for more spaceships. Yeah, I think that's the one thing. I think the one thing that Star Trek will do is the OGs, a lot of the OG people do love it. Now, the only downside is there are going to be people in Magic, right, that are anti Star Trek because, you know, and now it's not as bad as it used to be because the fandoms used to be so ravenous on things as you either Star Trek or you were Star Wars, and you could not love either or if you were a ravenous fan, right? So there is a little bit of that in play. That if you're a Star Trek fan, great. But if you're Star Wars, you don't want to play it. But I'm like, man, give me some more space stuff. And don't forget about Star Wars. We gotta get Star Wars in Magic at some point. No, they have their own game, but it's dying. Slowly and surely it's dying. Just like Lorcana is slowly and surely dying. No, EOE is amazing. So I built a deck, and it's a gimmicky deck. It's a bracket to Oops All Space themed deck. It's got stuff from different space sets and stuff like that. Yeah, I know because I got like 2 booster packs here with your name on it. EOE, Lorwyn, they're all good. You know, they're all great sets. So I'm going to run one more on Lorwyn right now. Then I might run an Edge of Eternities. EOE though is really, really good. Are you talking for asking me, Rapsky, or are you talking to Steve-O? If you're asking me right now, I would say I liked Edge of Eternities better because it was some newer and unique mechanics and some newer and unique things that we hadn't seen in Magic before. I always like that. I like when we get new things. Now we get a few new things in Lorwyn, but we've seen Elves and Kithkin and all this stuff. Not saying there aren't good cards or bad cards, but I mean Wizards make mistakes and puts a card that says it can't be countered, and now your spells can't be countered. Ouroboros, yeah, let's go for it. All right, we're gonna run an Edge of Eternities because I got 2 packs left. I think I only got 1, maybe 2 boxes of EOE collectors left, which is a good thing and a bad thing, you know. It's a bad thing for Steve-O because at some point I'll run out. Yeah, I can see it. Oh, Terra Symbiosis is an amazing card. That's the one. It basically says this, right? Whenever you put +1/+1 counters on a creature, you draw that many cards, right? And then you can only do that. It only happens once a turn, but you can draw that many cards. So, like, if you put 5 counters on something, you get to draw 5 cards, correct? If I'm remembering. Yeah, I think so. Final Fantasy. Okay, so can I tell you what happened too? This is the same thing. Edge of Eternities would have probably been the better set of the year. Okay, draw per. Yeah, okay, I was right. I knew it. I was like, I'm pretty sure. Final Fantasy eclipsed a bunch of stuff, and I think honestly, Final Fantasy also hurt Spider-Man. As far as Spider-Man was not a great set because they had to rush to do it, but because Final Fantasy did so well, all of these people were pushing prices up, and then people started seeing the cards and they crashed the prices on it, and it hurt a lot of sellers. It hurt a lot of people. Yeah, that was the problem, right? So, and the problem with Spider-Man 2 was it was supposed to be a 7-card pack set like Assassin's Creed. That's the originality. That's what it was going to be. And then Assassin's Creed did not do well, and then that other set, what was it? Whatever it was, the extra pack set that just messed up. That they like sold for like 70 cards, like just crapped out. That's the thing, though. People are sleeping on Spider-Man, and I think long term, Spider-Man will go up in value when the Marvel set comes out because more people are going to play with their Marvel. We're going to Edge of Eternities collectors. I got 2 packs left. Got to finish the box up at some point. But yeah, though, there's some beautiful artwork. There's some beautiful cards. There's some really strong and good cards that people have yet to play, like to see play because they trash Spider-Man so hard. There is a card that I think is a very strong card that needs to see more play. It is Unstable Experiment. I think it's a common, right? It's probably one of the best commons in the entire set. For 1 and a blue, you draw a card. Then target creature. What is it called? What is the thing? Connives. So you get to draw again and discard. So it's not only draw, discard, it is draw loot. So you get to put something in graveyard if you're a reanimator. Such a good card. 2 cards, 2 mana. Also be able to pump a creature at the same time and put something in your bin. Like, good card. Probably should see more play, but people just missed on it, you know. All right, we're gonna run back over here to some Lorwyn stuff. I tried Edge for a second, you know, for y'all to see y'all talking about Edge Eternities, get everyone excited for it. I do have a Spider-Man too. My pricing on Spider-Man is a little bit higher than probably what most people want to pay. I don't know. I think Final Fantasy was very well done, and it was a very good set. It is going to be blown out of the water by Hobbit this next year, though. Like I'm already telling you, the Hobbit set will now be the next best, biggest set. And let me tell you why. The only reason the Lord of the Rings set wasn't the best selling set was because it was the very first Universes Beyond set, full set that they ever did. And it was received very, very, very well. But it also wasn't standard legal. So Final Fantasy, while its fandom is crazy, the fandom for Lord of the Rings is even bigger, I believe, personally, than Final Fantasy. And I believe the Hobbit set, they're going to show back up, and that set is going to outsell both Lord of the Rings and Final Fantasy. I hope the packs don't go crazy. I'm sorry, I didn't see your offer there. I did not see. Let's see here. I know. Sorry, Naldar. I let me see here what I have it as. Yeah, let me also double check to make. I'm pretty sure I do still have that, but I have to double check. Because my stuff has got moved around, and I want to make sure it was which one was it? The colors, the rainbow foil colors. I know I have it. I was gonna find it. Where are you? I'm grabbing all of my Spider-Man stuff right now. Hold on, guys. Sorry. The colors. Where are you? Where are you? I'm over here. I will probably. I'm gonna definitely accept that one. Probably. I just got to make sure I do have it. I have stuff everywhere. I just got to make sure it's easy to get to because I don't want to accept it and then realize I don't have one of those. All right, let's go for it. Inks. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for. Yep, I got it. There we go. Yeah, I'll accept that there for you. Unleashed colors rainbow flow. Yep. I know Code, you sent me an offer as well on something. I don't know if you did it just a minute ago or it was all Code. I gotta look up Ghost because the price has been fluctuating on Ghost. I can take your offer on Ghost for that. It's dropped a little bit, so I can definitely I'll take that offer as well. So got your colors. We got the colors here. And we also, yeah, I think you might have offered it before, and at one point it was up to almost $100, but I think it's coming back down in price a little bit. So because of that, yeah, when you made the first offer the first time, it was still selling for like almost $100. And my price was 95. Was a little low. I was like, I can't go because I wanted to see where it was going to go because sometimes things keep going up and sometimes it's going to drop. This like I had to adjust the price on Animar. A couple of people got Animar for me for $50. And it's going for like $80. And I have to kind of like I don't mind like if I have a price and I don't change it and you get it a great deal, that's great. But I sometimes if I can see I'm pretty good at predicting prices sometimes now on things. I can see where things are going when I start seeing trends, right? So you don't always catch the trends, but let's run another one of these. You all know you want to get in here and get a Lorwyn Eclipse. We haven't hit any of the good stuff just yet. We want you to hit the good stuff. I want to dig for your ghost thing. I have it in front of me, but I've got to dig through like 100 of these. So, and by the way, anyone that has things they're interested in, secret layers, whatever, if I have them and you want to make me an offer on them, please do. Rubsky, how's it going? Just let me know. Like I'm not opposed to looking at offers and considering where you're like, hey, I want to buy like 6 secret layers. Can you make me a deal? Probably. I could probably make you a deal if you want to buy 6 secret layers, 6 booster packs, like things like that. Like I'm always trying to make deals because I want you guys to get good deals. I want you guys to have fun. Stevo, I could probably make you a deal if possibly. Let's make a deal. Okay, so $200 for the last 2 packs of Edge of Eternities. What about that? That's the deal I'll make you. I didn't say it was a good deal, but I said it was a deal. How much for that entire Funko back wall? So you don't even see everything that's there because of the way the camera is. They're $50,000. I tell you $50,000 right now for the entire back wall. There are a lot of pops back there. There is like a $150 pop back there, but there's not $50,000 worth. But for me, the value, you want my t-shirt. Yeah, I bought this like a year ago, and it's one of my favorite shirts. Sadly, it's starting to wear out. I need to hold on. I was doing a sold thing. No, I get you. Let's see here. This was Neldar who got this one. It is a lot of Funkos. So and everything behind me is Lord of the Rings. So if you see the poster behind me, this is every art card from the Lord of the Rings set. I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan, like humongous Lord of the Rings fan. So all of this stuff behind me is Lord of the Rings. The things like directly behind me in the thing are like figures and stuff, but everything on top, yeah, that's every art card from Lord of the Rings. It took me a minute to collect them. I opened a ton of Lord of the Rings set boosters because that's all I could get. I didn't get to open a lot of collector boosters because I lived overseas when the set came out, and that was going to cost me like back when the packs were 40 or 50. That was like $100. So, how many Final Fantasy left? I believe there's 10. I can double check for you. Let me finish writing this down real quick. I have someone who bought something, and I want to make sure they get it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 10. So you, Rubsky, you bought 2 packs. That's it. We haven't sold any more since then. So, Steve, you asked how many there are. I can't remember. I had to fill a little bit of it. I think there was okay, so there are more. I didn't get, so these are all just the ones from the main set. They also did when they did the holiday release, they did the little picture ones. I don't have those in there because they didn't have room. But yeah, so I think there was 50 or so, and then a bunch of them are actually gold art cards. I tried if I had the signature. Now, if someone gave me a bunch of the signature cards now, I would consider putting them in there, but the problem is that was such a pain in the butt to do. Like, I had to sit and carefully put them in and carefully put it, because I don't remember if I put sticky tack on the back or I just put them in there. I think I might have put sticky tack on the back because I didn't want them to fall. I was afraid, and I just left it there. So yeah, it's a lot of, it was like a 5-hour work of love process that I did, and I had it for a long time. Then when I had to move back to the States, I finally was like, okay, I'm doing this. All right, we're gonna run another Lorwyn collector booster. I have a bunch of Lord of the Rings Funkos. There's Steve-O, we talked about this. It was Turkey. Steve-O just forgets, it's a thing. I would have forgot probably too. It's all good. I have a horrific memory on some things, but most things that I probably should never remember, the dumbest facts and history and stupid stuff. It was work fun. I was a teacher over there and did stuff like that. So I was there for 5 years. So it was, I miss it. I absolutely love living there. I don't miss how hard it was to get cards or the price of cards, because what sucked over there, right? So there were 3 major stores. There was a couple small stores in between. There were 3 major stores. We all shared a collective database of cards that people could and couldn't get, and you could put on the list, hey, I'm looking for Harmonized Crescendo, and people would come trade it in and say, hey, this was on the list, and you might get a little bit of a better trading credit because someone's looking for it, or if they're hot cards. Because how they did theirs, actually, which I liked how they did it. Yes, and I liked how they did it sometimes, but no. So what they did is I went and I traded my cards in, right? Now they could have gave me 50% value of a card if I wanted to trade. Or I could let them consign the cards and I get 80%. It was super fun. I was definitely not a spy, trust me. I'd be the worst spy / I said that I would say I'd be the worst spy, but I'd probably be, because I would just blend in, so people don't even people don't notice when I'm in places. Also, people don't pay attention. I've noticed in the world people don't pay attention to things. I people watch all the time. I'm always watching people. That's exactly what a spy would say. Exactly what a spy would say. So when the camera glitches here in a minute, y'all know it's the FBI, CIA shutting me off because he's giving too much info. I love Turkey. I lived there for 5 years, loved it. Had to leave because couldn't keep getting visa. They changed. So Turkey changed how easy it was to get visas. So it used to be literally all you would need is show you have income coming in and that you could rent a house and you had a bank account there, and they would just give you access. Well, the sentiment, they still kind of are ish. The problem was the sentiment to foreigners began to change, and that was partially due to political reasons towards the end of my time staying there. And so people used to be loved that I was foreign, loved that I was American. Towards the end, there was a diversity and a lot of fighting and a bunch of dumb stuff going on in the country, and it sucked. And most people still enjoyed, liked myself, but also there was a chunk of people who hated foreigners because there's a lot of Syrians and a lot of other foreigners who had crashed there, were living off the government and all this stuff. I came back in, what was it, 2024? Yeah, 2024 was when I came back, right? I think, or was it 2023? It'll be two. It'll be 2 years. It'll be 2 years this May that I came back. So yeah, 2024. Yeah. It's not been too bad. I've been back in the States, almost 2 years. So yeah, wanted to get back too. So even here in the States, we were trying to find a way to go back, but the like normal visa process didn't work. The business visa process didn't work, and the other things. I outside of Turkey, no, I didn't. I lived in Turkey, and that was it. I mean, I've lived a little bit of everywhere in the United States. So that's the funny thing, right? So I had people in Turkey who thought I did like sometimes thought I was Turkish, like occasionally because I spoke Turkish very well. I practiced Turkish very well to learn Turkish very well, and people were very surprised at how well I knew Turkish. But that's because I was like, well, look, I'm living here. Say something in Turkish. Hayır yapmıyorum. Basically, I just said no, I'm not going to, which I did, but it's fine. I can. I mean, the other day there's a Turkish restaurant here in town. I went there the other day and I had a full on like good conversation. I love like my Turkish is very rusty because I don't have the chance to practice it as well, but I can still speak it and I can still understand for the most part. And the funny thing is most people wouldn't even because like Turkish is a very unique language. You keep adding endings to things and it just keeps getting longer. Yeah, the history there is amazing. I love history. I love the history. I got to travel some. I would have traveled more places, but you know what hurt me? So my first 2 years were there. I was there kind of just learning language, learning culture, spending time with people, and doing all of that. And about the time I finished language school and getting comfortable and all of that stuff, something happened in the world. You know what year that was? 2020. Oh, what happened in 2020? The entire world shut down. That's pretty cool to see how a dozen countries. Yeah, guys, let me. I love the chat. I love the chat. I can sit here and talk. I want to sell some cards too. A dozen countries is pretty cool to see. But I have been to quite a few too. I can't remember the exact number. Been to several in Asia. I was supposed to go to China. The funny thing here, right? So I was supposed to go to China in 2020. Highest elevation I have been. That I don't actually know, Steve-O. That's a good question. I actually don't know. I mean, I haven't really outside of like some places in England, like gone like super high up. I guess. All right, guys, we're gonna play booster. The most dangerous place I've been, probably Thailand or Cambodia, if you want to call those places dangerous. Hey, Robo Redneck, how's it going? Cambodia was pretty interesting, and Cambodia was one of the first like I was still pretty green in travel. Like I knew how to I traveled a little bit. Favorite place is still Turkey to this day that I've ever traveled to is Turkey. 100% still Turkey. Outside of Turkey, oh, that's tough. I loved the UK. I lived in the UK. Actually, I did lie. I did live in the UK during a semester in college for 4 months. So I also have lived in the UK, but that was like 20 years ago. I love the UK. The food is meh because they don't have seasoning there, but the place is cool and everything. Thailand was cool. I gotta go. I went to Thailand because I had some friends there, and we were having like a work meeting all out there, and we went to Phuket, I think is where it's called, which is like the beach area. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful area. Water was beautiful, but jellyfish sucked because there's like little tiny microscopic jellyfish that sting the fire out of you. And Eldar, you how's it going? But yeah, like yeah, Ireland's pretty cool. I didn't get into Ireland. I got to see where Ireland was. But yeah, making people pick their favorite place they've been can be tough sometimes. I was supposed places I still want to go. Don't know if we're gonna get there. So I want to still go to China at some point. I want to get to Japan at some point. I was supposed to go to both of those places. Um, I have been into a lot of places in Europe because we went to. So I went into Europe and then we drove around to a bunch of like all of these countries. So we went to basically like a bunch of the Balkan countries because you can literally in a day drive like 4 hours and hit all the Balkan countries. So it's kind of what we did. We just like, let's go hit and get our passport stamped, which sadly I lost that passport. Ecuador. See, here's the thing. The funniest thing ever, I have a bunch of friends who live in South America and Central America, and those are the only kind of like I have not been to that part of the world. They're in Africa. I was supposed to go to Africa too. Hey, we don't look. Kevin Owens wishes he was me because I'm not KO. So my alternate ego when it's not Celtic, if you're going to go check out my videos, is not KO. I'm a straight shooter. I tell you how it is. And I tell you, we got to buy more Lorwyn Eclipsed packs. All right, Neldar, where are we going on these packs, though? But I hear that a lot. Y'all need to go check those videos. Like, it's a lot of fun. I not want to bring them out and whatnot just yet. But yeah, my not KO videos are fun. Hot hands. All right, we're gonna go right here. This pack just is sticking up a little bit, so we're gonna go into the front, and then we're gonna run an auction on the next one. It was a hold on. What did we just sell? Sorry, it was a collector booster, right? I'm just trying to make sure. Sorry, my system froze up, and I was like, did I sell a collector or play booster? I wanted to make sure we got to the right one there. So all right. There we go. That was what happened. My system froze up and said I only had 10 available. I'm like, wait, I should only have 9 technically, even though I have more than that. I always set the number low so that if I accidentally like sell a bunch of them somewhere, I'm not like, oh, I got 50 of them and I only have actually 12, and then I'm in trouble. Let's see what we got here. Keep out. Temporal cleansing. Most of these cards are meh. This guy's cute though. You know, I think so. Here's the funny thing about a lot of, and I'm nothing against if you haven't traveled, like, because it does take money and take time and it's unique. But like, there's a lot of, sadly, of Americans who have never got outside of even like their own state a lot. And I would tell people if you can to travel as much as you can afford. I would love to be in a position to travel more. Yeah, no, I think it's adorable. I think we'll get some figures for it. All right, here we go. Ooh, Aurora Awakener. Busted card alert. We're about to see Leyline of the Guild Pack banned in Standard, I think, because Bloom Tinder is busted with it. Because basically, here's what happens with it. All right. Ooh, for our young you. That's pretty cool. In Poland in a farm, that's pretty neat. Ooh, Abigail. This is hot tech. Like, Abigail is hot for Standard, I think, personally. It's a really busted card. Ooh, Bloom Tinder. Speaking of Bloom Tinder, I think we got one more, right? Right. Yep. Oh, Dawn Heart Dissident. I think this is a really good elf card too. And the Kithkin. That's a good pack though. So let me tell you why I think that was Neldar, right? You already got, yeah, it wasn't a bad pack for what you got with the artworks and stuff. I'm trying to see if I already had a bag started for you or not. I mean, these cards, like Bloom Tinder is a really good card. And it's just really, really super busted in with Leyline of the Guild Pack. Because that card makes every card and every land, everything. And Bloom Tinder becomes every color. So guess what now? So turn 1 or turn 0, you put out Leyline of Guild Pack. Then you know what you do, right? Then you drop on turn 2 Bloom Tinder. Now on turn 3, you have access to 5 mana plus you have 8 mana, which most people are dropping the Aurora with. When the Aurora hits, you have clones in the deck, and you begin to clone it, and you pump out your whole deck until you hit the Elemental that lets you on turn 3. It gives all your creatures haste, and you just win. This is standard build. So I've watched this. This is a standard build that I watch people use in the what is it called? Early access event. Creators did it. And yeah, turn 3. This is a turn 3 win with like 400 power on board. Yeah, 100%. So you go again, like I said, you go turn 1 or your pregame Leyline Guild Pact. Turn 1, you could also drop like a dork or something else. Turn 1, turn 2, you drop Bloom Tinder. Turn 3, you then cast the Aurora. The Aurora starts hitting clones to make clones of it until you hit enough times that you've got enough to basically take the opponent out. It's bad. So what I think is going to happen if the deck sees, now this is like best of one stuff. I don't know if it see, because here's the thing, right? It's very easily dealt with. There's a lot of, you just bounce it. You just bounce it and then they're screwed. The standard is a lot of fun right now. There's a lot of good stuff in standard. And now that Lorwyn's there too, like Lorwyn brought us some really good stuff. I am going to have I'm working on trying to do some more streaming stuff where I build some standard decks and like show you guys like longer form on YouTube. But one of the decks that I really think is going to be really good is Esper Scam with Abigail and her Abhorrent Oculus and some shenanigans with that, especially with Twilight Diviner, which I'll show you Twilight Diviner because I got one to set off the side. So Twilight Diviner, here's the one that says when one or more other creatures you control enter, if they entered or were cast from the graveyard, make a copy of them, right? So if you can get this out and put Abhorrent Oculus in your graveyard and then reanimate, so use it to bring back Abhorrent Oculus, very easily to do, by the way. Now you're making double copies of Abhorrent Oculus, and now you're doubling. Do I play competitively? Only I dabble. So I will play in RCQs occasionally, and I play CDH. So I play competitive Commander badly. I have one of the best decks is in Kinnan, but I'm not running the best build. I'm working on pushing towards it. I tell people this: I enjoy playing Magic the Gathering, and I could probably switch into a competitive mindset, but it's going to change how I play Magic. And I like to play Magic for fun. And I sit down, even when I'm playing competitively, I'm having fun with people at the table. I'm having conversations. People hate me. People hate me when I do it because I'm just like, oh, how's your day? I'm like, I'm going to beat you. I'm like, or we could just have fun and enjoy. Like, good luck, everybody. Let's try to win, right? I understand, like, we're trying to win, like, big prizes, but there's a good chance we're not winning those prizes, so don't take it too seriously. So I don't really play too competitively, but I watch a lot of this stuff, and I could if I wanted to. I've done RCQs. I've topped 8 at RCQ in Turkey, I did, and I should have won, but I literally was like, would have split the top prize and got an invite kind of thing. And my deck did its thing on turn 1. My deck did not do its thing on the next game. And in the last game, me and the guy kept going back and forth, and our decks were not. It was basically a battle of whose deck got the first thing first. And my deck, I drew probably 30 cards in that game and could not find my Grease Fang. This was in Pioneer. And I love Pioneer. I wish we get back to Pioneer because Pioneer is fun for me. But my only competitive stuff is CDH, and I like it. And I'm not even that like. Let me tell you a fun story, right? You guys want to hear this? I lost my first game. It was this weekend, Saturday. I lost my first match, but I kept a good hand. I kept the table honest, but we still lost. Well, it happens, right? You do your thing. Game 2, I won out of nowhere, which is really, really fun. Hey, thanks so much for the sharing of the live stream. Appreciate it. So game 2, I won with I was playing Hashaton, which is not my best deck. It's just a deck I really love, and it is not the strongest deck, but it can win out of nowhere. It can also stop people at the table from winning and doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. And by that, I mean, I play table police a lot. On my third match, I kept a very good hand for my. I was in seat 3, so I was going to go third. I had a good hand because there was a Kinnan player and a Raw player. I said, okay, I've got to keep the responsible hand here that's going to get me somewhere. And the Raw player that's in seat 1, turn 1, won. I didn't get a turn, didn't get to play a lane, nothing. Just they go off and then they hit and they hit and they hit and they hit and they won. And it does happen sometimes, right? That could just happen. It was the luckiest hand and hits I've ever seen. And I sat there and I made a post about it, and people told me I should have mulliganed better. I should have mulliganed down to 3 or 4 cards just to keep interaction for them. Like, you can't do that. You keep a hand that should be playable and assume that they're going to probably try to go off on turn 2, but not turn 1. And honestly, it wasn't. The other issue was the Kindred player kept a greedy hand too. They kept a greedy hand because they did not have but like maybe one piece of interaction period, and they were just like, "Oh, well, I can progress my gourd." Um, I'm not sure actually. It was said it was your first purchase. That's interesting. I don't know. I'm actually not sure on that, Neldar. It could just be because it was an offer thing, but it still sort of kind of your first purchase, I thought. But maybe I don't know. I don't know about that. That's weird. It shouldn't do that, But it shouldn't have done that. I'm just sorry. I was my camera got out of focus. By the way, if you're out there, no, I'm confused. It's a little confusing too. I don't know. Maybe it was your first purchase through auction. Whatnot has a bunch of weird stuff, and I don't know all the ins and outs of it. I'm not smart enough to know all that stuff. But yeah. By the way, if you're out here watching, if you got some singles you're looking for, let me know. I do have a ton of singles. Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate the things you got. I'd love to, if you got anything else in the future, we're here. We're going to be here today and tomorrow afternoon, I think. And then I'm going to be off for about a week again because I'm traveling, and then we'll be back the following week with more stuff. I wish I could go every single day this week. I need Wednesday to get prepared to travel, and tomorrow I've got to also like work on because when you're out of town, you got to make money, right? When you're in your own business. I'm going to visit family in Indiana. Awesome. Well, glad to have you in, Eldar. So what got you into Magic? I always ask people that when they say they're fairly new. What got you in? There's a reason I'm asking this too, by the way. I'll tell you why if you tell me when you get in. Phyrexia. Okay, yeah, that's not a bad set to get in. So I sometimes ask because people get in because of Stabity Bunny. Love the name. Hope you're doing well. I always ask because I'm curious, like how people get into Magic, and like to use the fact that people get into Magic from different sets, whether it's new or old, better than Pokemon. I agree. that Magic is definitely better than Pokemon. I do hate that scalpers tried to come in here when Final Fantasy happened, and a little bit, and it kind of has died down. And when I say scalpers, I know what I mean when I say the word. Most people say scalpers, and they don't know what they mean when they say that word. Pokemon is like 90% scalp stuff. 10% people are selling stuff at market rate, or like 5% selling at market rate, and then 5% people are selling it at what it's going, like what the MSRP is supposed to be, or a little bit above, depending on it. Magic, people get mad at Magic players because they're like, my LGS is selling these play booster box at 140, but they're supposed to be 120. And I'm like, okay, that's the MSRP. Manufacturers, whatever. Basically, it's not retail pricing. It doesn't say it's the ideal behind this is what it should be, but it could be more. Most LGSs have to and should follow the TCG marketplace on pricing. Your LGS should be able to sell to you at what MSRP roughly should be. But at the same time, if you're not new to the store, they should sell for more, because you could be walking in and just being like, hey, okay, I'm going to resell these for $100. Yeah, you're right. Suggested retail price. Suggested. I couldn't think of the word, Stabity Bunny. My brain was not working right. Thank you. It's suggested, which means that they suggest it being $100, but the LGS, here's the thing, people don't understand too, right? So there are not a lot of, so I have to buy my stuff at MSRP or a little bit above, right? So my pricing is where best I can give you where I'm at on my pricing. I'm honest with people. If I can get a distributor, my prices will probably be even lower when I can. But here's the real thing, right? When Final Fantasy first came out, I was selling packs at I think like $60 or $70 because they hadn't shot up or whatever. And then the prices began to shoot up. Well, I needed to raise the price because I'm not. I also had to pay for the raised prices too. So I had to raise my prices because the raised prices, but also if someone sells these packs at $30, right? Let's say they're $30. then that's what they're going for. But then they shift and they go up to $100 in the market, and I'm selling at $30. Guess what? Who's coming to my store? All the resellers are coming to my store, buying them for 30 to turn around and sell them for 100. I would rather raise my prices and keep a little bit less. So there's nothing wrong with like people have like this guy was really mad because everyone's like Amazon is selling those draft kits for $100 and they're like my store's selling them for $130 and I'm like you do understand that your store has to and then they're like he's a scalper and I'm like he's not a scalper. That's not what a scalper a lot of times is someone who has no touch, no clue what the product is, or they keep product back on purpose to raise the prices. He's not scalping. He's selling it for a reasonable price to try to make a living. And people so often don't realize that people have to make a living. We have to sell cards. We have to have a little bit of margins. We can't give you free stuff. We can't, we can, but we're going to go out of business. And I would like to stay in business. I would like to be able to keep my house. I would like to be able to keep all my fun stuff and be able to keep playing Magic and not sell all my stuff. I give my best pricing as possible. I have a little bit of margins built in. And like, sometimes I can adjust my prices a little bit depending on my margins, but sometimes I can't because there's no margin. Because guess what? Whatnot and other people take a chunk of money out of this. I have one advantage that LGS doesn't. I don't have overhead, but they have another advantage over me. They have a bigger market, more people they can sell to. They have distributor pricing. So if they want to sell them at $500, $400, they've got to pay their employees. They got to pay the electric bill. They got to pay for their systems and all that stuff. Yeah, that's the thing. What really sucks is distributors recently have been doing some really scummy things across the board. So they will. I heard it happen with Dragonstorm, right? So when Dragonstorm came out, there was a limited run, and then all of a sudden, distributors like, oh, we magically found these boxes. We came across some of these. We're able to purchase these at a higher rate. So right around a little bit less than what market rate was going for it when the prices were up. Magically found. No, you kept those to force pricing up. It's a little dirty, and I hate it. I don't mind a store like there's a store in the area, right? They had these boxes like at $350 or $400 or something, and people were mad about it. I'm like, guys, like they're looking at the market rate right now. They need to sell at that rate. I don't even know like what kind of rate they're getting too, right? They're a small store. I try to keep my prices as low as I can. Want to make sure you guys can get stuff. That's exactly what it is. People who are just, it's all about buying and selling and selling money. Like, so here's the thing. I buy and sell lots of stuff, but I do research on what I'm buying and selling and I try to give reasonable rates wherever I'm at. If I can find something to resell, I can resell it, but I'm not going to go crazy and be like, like take everything so no one else can have it. Yeah, the people who buy stuff where it's just like, oh, I want all of it so that no one else can have it so that I can make all the money. Yeah, that is not fun. I do hate it at Walmart though, because like Walmart, trying to go to Walmart to get this stuff sucks because you never know when they're putting it out because it's a third party. And the other problem with it is if it does come out and you're not there at the right time, like people come in and buy like all of it because they don't do limits on stuff. All right, where are we going? Stabity on it. First of all, are we ripping it or are we just shipping it? No, I mean that's the thing. Like, rip it. Where are we going? You got a side you want to pick? I've got 2, 3, 4 on the left and 1, 2, 5 on the right. Or I can do hot hands for you. You just let me know. Dealer's choice. We're gonna go right, and we're gonna go right this one that's sticking up. So because there was 5 on the right, so I try to keep a little bit even when we can. Let's rip these open. And while we do that, by the way, feel free if you've got any singles you're looking for from this set, let me know. There's a good chance I might have some. I do have a couple Hexing Squelchers. I do have a Harmonized Crescendo in it's not the super nice one, but it's still not a bad one. And I'm going to run another one of these auctions while we're here. All right. Let's start the auction, and let's look at what we got. Most of these. This Elder Ante is not a bad card. 3 for 2, not bad. Timid Showboater won me 2 games in pre-release. Being able to pump and win. Yeah. Iron Shield Elf, great card. Gonna see play in standard. I like the art. The art in this set is amazing. All right, here we go. We got a Day Mountain and Tristan's Command. I don't know about this one. I love all of these are kindred, but I hate that they're all sorceries because some of them it's like if you could do it at instant speed, it would make them even better. And Subterfuge. Ooh, Tam. There you go. And then Tam is the other thing. If you guys were here talking about it earlier, we're talking about Leyline. What is it? Leyline of the Guild Pack being busted, and now you got Tam. Tam makes that even more busted. And ooh, Ashling Rekindled. Great card. And here we go. Last card. What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, Glenelinger Guardian. This card is very, very strong and underrated. If you're running in fairies or flying blockers, it's amazing. So you drop this down for 3 mana. On your next turn, if you can swing in with 3 or 4 flying unblockable things, you remove the counter from it. And you can even do it when it comes down if you got enough mana. And then every time one of your creatures deals damage, you draw 2, 3, 5 cards all at one time. It is gross. But not a bad little pack. Stabbity buddy. Stabbity. I gotta figure out where my pen went. It's probably in the mess of this office. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna put it in a pack here. We still have yet to. We've got 8 packs left, and we have yet to hit the big showcase. So if you're still looking for that, if you got some singles you're looking for, we've got singles, and actually you can get 2 showcases in a box. I have seen it happen. All right, we're gonna run another one of these. Hey, Darth Mutter, how's it going? Here we go, Lorwyn. I know what I should do. Hey, Steve, are you still there? Or Miss Lady, or anyone that's out there? I should dress up like an elf and just be all weird, like be an elf. I probably fit better in with a Kithkin than an elf, though, right? Hey, Frankie, baby, how's it going? You got any singles you're looking for today? Or are you looking for some Lorwyn Eclipsed? We're doing pretty good. Just trying to have a good little show here. Trying to move some Lorwyn Eclipse packs or singles. I do have a chunk of singles for them. I haven't listed them. Like I'm probably going to do a full single show with more singles focus next week. I just like when the new singles come out, I don't like to list them because man, those prices are so all over the place. And it's hard to like list and figure out what is what and what's going for what. But yeah, we're just trying to sell some Lorwyn here, going back for another pack. We're still waiting to hit the fracture. See if we can get a fractured foil out of this. Just still chasing Spider-Man. Which one are you looking for, or what are you looking for in Spider-Man? Yeah, there is a lot that come out so fast, and it's even worse this year. So I know we already got some spoilers for TMNT because of how things happened, but we're basically like a week away from starting into spoiler season for TMNT, and then we'll get TMNT at the end of February, and then we'll go right into about 2 weeks in there, and then we'll be right there for Strixhaven. Like it's just right on top of each other right now because I like we're getting a bunch of packs and a bunch of stuff. I wish we could go to like 4 sets a year. The Black, White, Dark Ritual and Peer into the Abyss. Those were those the ones that were in like the secret layers or I don't remember seeing those. All right, dealer's choice. We're gonna go left this time, by the way, while we do this. I'm sorry, I was just wanted to look at what was being said. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was the one that was in the secret layer. I don't remember which secret layer it was in, though, was it? Which secret layer was that sucker in? The Venom. I have the Venom secret layers. Are you talking about the inks? All right, here we go. I don't know what they're priced individually, but there might be a good idea where you just get all of them if you're looking at the bonus harmonize I don't have. But I'm pretty sure I have the black and white ones. If they weren't the bonus cards. All right, here we go. For Stabbity. Soulbright Seeker. Lots of elves, lots of goblins. I think this card is really good. You may have this creature card enter as a copy. Yeah, I kind of a little bit sad about it because I'm excited for TMNT, like hyped. Like I've been 101 days of asking Wizards to let me be a TMNT ambassador and keeping up. All right, let's see what we got here. Goliath Daydreamer, really good card, really strong card, personal team. Sinister Gnarl Bark. Ready, set, go. Selfless Safe Right. Woo, that's a strong card right there. But yeah, I think sometimes I wonder if it was done intentionally. Rating schemes. All right, here we go. Last one. Oh, it's Moon Shadow. Woo, that's a good one. That is a very nice hit. Now, it is not, I don't think it is because I think there's what is it? Because it's Moon Shadow. There's two versions of this. I want to make sure. I'll look at it real quick to double check, but I don't think it is it's not the fractured foil, but it is the showcase. It's not a bad card. We're going to put that in a sleeve and put it in a hard case because it's like going for I think it'll be like a $50 card, but yeah, we're going to put that in a sleeve. We're going to put it in a hard case. Where'd my hard cases go? They were sitting right in front of my face. That's a good hit right there, though, for sure. All right, we're going to put that there. That way it doesn't get messed up. It's a beautiful card. I saw a little bit of it going, and I think that's our first Moonshadow hit across the boards of some packs we've opened. That's the first Moonshadow I've seen in packs, which is crazy because that card is busted. Like so stinking busted. I need copies of it. I want the regular copies. All right, let's run another one of these. Yeah, we got rid of one showcase, but there's still a chance. Sometimes there are two showcases in the boxes. I have had a couple, two boxes that had two showcases in them. So there is a chance to hit another showcase. Not 100% guaranteed, obviously, because of how it goes, right? But there is sometimes a possibility of the numbers, how they go. But yeah, no, Stabby, that was a really good hit. Like, really good. Good pack overall. Hey, that dude named Mike, how's it going? All right, we're going to run another one of these real quick. You guys got any also singles you're looking for? Let us know. We do have a ton of singles. All right, we're going to go again. I just keep going on these until someone decides they really want to get one. Now, there is something else. You're like, hey, can you run an auction on this or this? Let me know. I will run auctions on any of the things we have for auction in our thing. There'll be like 40 some things. Some singles that are in there. But if you got some singles you're looking for, some specific packs, I definitely will sell you money. I'll check it out. And thanks so much for bookmarking. I'll try to check it out sometime. If I haven't the next time, remind me. I will possibly forget because it happens all the time. This is a week where I will probably forget because of life being hectic, but we'd love to have you back. We're doing a show tomorrow, and then we'll be off for about a week because I'll be out of town, but then we'll be back the following week to do shows probably Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of that week. So, yeah, thanks so much. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Is there anything you're looking for before we decide to jump off for the evening? I know the show's a little bit shorter than usual, but I had a few things I need to get done before we started the show, and we've had a pretty good day, it seems. All right. All right, guys. Well, this is the end of our show today. We'll be back tomorrow mid-afternoon, sometime probably around between 2 and 3. So feel free to come back and join us. If you aren't already following us on social medias, go check out Celtic Warrior Games. Yeah, no, I appreciate you being on here. Feel free to go check us out on social medias. We do lots of different content talking about a wide variety of all kinds of stuff, Magic the Gathering related. But appreciate you guys being here. We'll be back tomorrow between 2. I think the show, if you want to bookmark the show, it does help push the show out to other people. But also, I'm probably pushing the time back a little bit. It just depends on my schedule in the morning, what happens. It may get pushed back as late as 3. 3 as late as I can do because I have things needed. But thank you guys for being here. You guys are awesome. And we're gonna end the show. We're gonna raid. Let's see who's out there. Let's go jump into Manamart while we're here and just check out them. And you guys have a great day.